Graham here with the latest updates from We Share Abundance. We Share Abundance is a cloud nation, and we're the United States of the world, and we're on a mission to banish poverty, and we're an emerging nation, and we've been around for about 3 years, putting in solid foundations, and we're now building our income to increase our economy, increase our liquidity in our currency and its value. All we do is for the benefit of all our members, sometimes known as citizens, because we are a not-for-profit organisation. We are a nation. We're not here for the short term. We're here for generations to come. And so everything in our website we've built from the ground up. It's all ours, and it's built to last 4 generations. It's a long-term project, and that doesn't mean that you can't make money quickly. It just means that our main focus is on creating a way that anybody anywhere in the world can join us and start building a legacy of wealth for their current needs and for their future needs for generations to come. With that said, we should be broadcasting live on YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. And I'll be heading over there right now because that's where we get most of the comments. But we do have Lewis in from Lisbon in Portugal in YouTube. But I'm heading over to Facebook right now. I'm going to make sure my speakers are off so we don't get any feedback. And then I'm going to Facebook. When I get to Facebook, I'll be looking for the group We Share Abundance Publicly, and I'll be looking for the 6th of August when that comes up. So far, so good. But get the comments panel coming up, ready for anybody that joins us in Facebook. So who can be a citizen of the United States of the world and benefit from everything that we do? Literally anybody. We are a non-separatist organization. What does that mean? It means that we don't pigeonhole people based on age, gender, color, class, creed, educational level, financial status, which country they come from, which continent they're from, what language they speak. It's all superficial, and we don't recognize that. We just see everyone as a human being. We recognize that every human being is unique, and so every member of our community, every citizen, has something unique to offer our community, and as such is of equal value to every other member. That's what non-separatist means, okay? So we are a non-separatist organization, and we welcome anybody to join us. There is no fee to join. In fact, we give you $5 to get you started on the road to wealth, just for proving that you're a real person and filling in your profile and things. And I see we've got Deborah in from Southern Alabama, USA, and Zena in from Edinburgh up in Scotland. Right. We will be getting started in a moment with a short prayer, and the prayer is there to help us find true happiness in life. Happiness is what everybody wants. Everybody wants to be happy, don't they? People think that they want a new house or more vacations or whatever. What they really want is happiness, and they believe that whatever those things are will bring them happiness. And sometimes they will for a short period of time, but they'll always want more. You can't buy happiness. True, lasting happiness that really fills that hole inside you only comes from loving service to others. And the great thing about that is that once you make that your goal, the more service you offer to the more people, the happier you'll feel, and the more fulfilled you will be with everything that you want and need materially as well. It'll all just flow to you. If you elect to chase money, it's a very difficult thing to do. Very few people are successful. The ones that are usually generate huge incomes or large pots of money, you know. but it doesn't necessarily mean that they are happy. So pursue happiness first through loving service to others. And that's what our prayer's about. We'll be starting with that, and then we'll have an affirmation that helps us maintain that non-separatist ideology, where we banish all the prejudices that we pick up along the way. We're not born with them, but we do pick them up, and it's good to get rid of them. Okay, they serve us no purpose whatsoever. So we have our prayer, we have our affirmation, and then I'll bring you up to date with what's been going on today. Okay, so here's our little prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so happy and grateful for you, and we ask that you bless the We Share Abundance community, that it may fill each member's heart with unconditional love, and that through that love, each member finds the joy of service. And through service, bless each member that they attract true happiness and everything they want and need into their life. Amen. And our little affirmation goes like this. We are so happy and grateful to be citizens of the United States of the world with God and truth as our leaders. Heavenly Father, may thy kingdom of peace come into our world as it is in heaven, and free us all from divisive inharmony, that we may become perfect citizens in body, mind, and soul of thy will. Okay, who else has come in? Richard from Devon, almost next door to me. I don't know how many miles it is, probably, I don't know, probably less than 50 miles away from me. We're both in the southwest peninsula of England. It's been a beautiful day today. It's a bit breezy yesterday. It was too windy for Laura to walk. She couldn't walk in the wind. It was that strong. And it was strong. It was blowing me about. I believe it was sort of 60 mile an hour, but it was strong wind, definitely. But today it's been a bit of a breeze, but it's been quite a nice day. And we got Andrew in from New Zealand, where it will be morning, won't it? His weekend is gone. Okay, he's primed for the next work week. Okay. So what has been happening today? Well, I suppose the thing of most interest to people is that I've been working on paying out the staking payments. I intended to get the message out as well to the people that won the leaderboard, but I didn't. So I'll get it out either later today or early tomorrow, and we'll get those people taken care of. There are 5 people that have all won at least, well, exactly $100 worth of benefits, $50 into Beyond Infinity, and $50 into Vortic United. All the stable state payments have been made. I say all, there was one address that came back with a funny response. It said it wasn't a valid address. I don't know why, because when people enter their address into the field in their We Share Abundance back office, it checks it and makes sure it's a valid address. So I'm not sure what happened, but Binance kicked it out anyway. But everybody else has been paid. And we'll have to just get back to that person that had the failed transaction and see if we can sort it out. I have also started on the secondary staking payments, but I've not managed to get many of those done yet. So it'll be ongoing tomorrow, and probably for a few days, because the secondary staking takes even longer than the stable staking. I'm not sure that there's more of them. I'm not sure how many there are in either, but there's a lot in both. But the secondary staking, they're all different amounts, and you've got to be very careful. You've got to be careful with the stable staking. You've got to be even more careful with the secondary When we get onto the new um, chain, on the Binance Smart Chain, and we get the withdrawals from the passive income fund automated and all sorted out, we'll perhaps be able to get the stable stake and secondary staking payments automated as well, and that will relieve a load of work from the admin side. But for now, we just plod on with it. Unfortunately, it's already the 6th of August, and we do intend and plan always to get it done by the 10th. I think it's going to be a struggle to get everybody paid by the 10th, but we'll do what we can. What else has been going on? I was asked by a member about the legacy, what's it called? Legacy. I'll tell you just a minute. My brain is addled at the moment. Let me have a look. It's here, I think. Legacy wealth. Yeah, just called legacy wealth. Because it is something that is in our multiple income streams in the back office. We have quite a number of programs in there. They're not recommendations, but they are programs that we think are fairly solid. You advise to do your own due diligence before you get involved in them. But it will help you build your downline in those programs. You can also add your own programs in, of course, to that downline builder. But that legacy wealth, I had a member asking me about that, and I thought I'd better check up on it because I've not done much about it for a while. And I had a look at it. And at the same time, I was looking at Vortic. And legacy wealth looks incredibly good when you see the figures. They're talking about a $100 deposit generating in 3 years $35,000, a little bit over that. And if you have a 5-year contract, over $471,000. So it is impressive, isn't it? But I was also doing some work, as I say, on the Vortic spreadsheet because I'm trying to work out how quickly we can get people paid from the 10K Club and things like that. And in doing that, I realized that Vortic is actually better. If you have just a $100, because 100 is the minimum you can put in legacy wealth. If you put $100 into Vortic and you set yourself saying, well, you know, I won't start withdrawing until I'm at the $5,000 a month level. And I'll plan on a 3 to 5 year plan. Over 3 years, you actually generate over 41,000 as opposed to 37,000 in legacy wealth. Now, legacy wealth looks better for 5 years with their 400 and odd thousand or whatever it is. But if you adjust the compound rate from just 10% up to about 30%, you actually make more. And if you increase it to 50% in 5 years, that $100 with Vortic becomes over $1 million. And so I thought that was interesting. And so I did a video about it. I'm not saying Vortic's not good. I don't know how safe it is. You have to wait 3 years. Anything can happen in 3 years, even if it's a really solid program, it could be gone in 3 years. You have to wait 5 years if you've got a 5-year contract. Who knows? We don't know. But on the face of it, Legacy Wealth seems to be a good sound program. But Vortic looks better to me. And that's all I can say. I'm not a financial advisor. We don't offer financial advice. It's only personal opinions that we express, and that's what I express here. And I've done a spreadsheet to show you why, and I sent that out as a message to people. And I would encourage everybody that has a desire for passive income to really, really check out Vortic. Do the due diligence. It stands up to any test that you want to give it. It's got a very transparent management team. You can contact them directly. You can contact the founder, Jensen Robles. You can get on webinars with him where he does questions and answers. They show their trading results in the back office. Everything, all things that you would want, the boxes that you would want checked, get ticked off with Vortic. And it is very, very powerful. Now, there are plans out there where you can make more percentage-wise. Not many of them, and the difference is fairly small, but it can be quite a lot when you compound it over a few years. But I don't think there's anything that's quite as solid as Vortic, in my opinion. Once again, just an opinion. And I think that solidity is worthwhile. I would recommend that everybody, based on what I've found, does whatever they can to get in there and build their account to over $10,000, because once it's over $10,000, you're on the top level of 6% per week, which is more than you'd get for a year in a bank, even if you're in a high interest deposit account or something. They won't give you 6% a year, let alone 6% a week. And you can compound that every week or a portion of it. And it was interesting because I know that some people put in a lot of money into these passive plans, and I know that a lot of people don't because they haven't got a lot of money, But I started with like $50, and I gradually brought it up. I put a bit more in when I could, but there's no referral income in that. All the referral income goes into the WeShare Abundance account. That's a different account, but I have my own account which I started with $50, and I got that up to now 4,000. Is it 4,000? Let me. I'll tell you. So that here we go. Yeah, 4,000. I thought it was. I'm aiming at 5,000 really, but well, I'm aiming for 10,000. But I mean, my first sort of real stepping goal is 5,000. So that's why 5,000 was in my mind. But I've built it up $4,000 so far. That's mainly through compounding. I have thrown a bit extra in when I could. I say that no referral income in that. It's just my own little account. The account that we have that we get the referral link to is the WeShare Abundance account, and then your referral income goes into that account, and that will all go to benefit WeShare Abundance because it's their account. It's nothing to do with me at all. Okay. Apart from the fact that I administer it, I do go in there and check it and do so. But it's their account. It's not a private account. We've got Akpomade in as well from Nigeria. So that's my best advice on my own due diligence is get into Vortic and build it as much as you can and get it over 10,000. No matter where you start, if you start with 50 like I did, or you may be better positioned to start with 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000. It's some people can put in 20,000. It was interesting that I put 20,000 in. Can't remember why now. I put 20,000 in to the spreadsheet when I was doing the video as an example, and it only takes 2 weeks to be getting 5,000 a week, or 5,000 a month. Sorry, it only takes 2 weeks to be earning at a level where you're getting $5,000 a month, and that's at just 10% compounding. It's a really powerful plan, Vortic, and if you choose to promote it, it's very powerful as well. You get, when somebody invests or deposits, whatever they call it, when somebody deposits, you get 10% of all your personal referrals deposits. So if somebody deposits $100, you get $10. If they deposit $10, topping up, just because they've got $10 in the balance, they add it into their account, you get another dollar. You get 10% of everything that they put in. And over time, what you do as well is you build an income because you get a percentage. I can't remember what it is now. It's small, but it can add up, of what they earn. So if you got somebody that's earning a lot, built it up, maybe they've got 10,000 and they're earning, what would they be earning on 10,000? $600 a week. They'd be earning $600 a week. I can't remember what you get. I think it's 5%, but I'm not sure. So it's like $30 a week. And they're going to want to increase that and increase it. And everybody that you introduce wants to get more and more. And so as they build their account, that income that you're generating goes up. And if you get one or two people, like I say, on bigger amounts, it can build up quite quickly. So Vortic is extremely good. If you're in Vortic already and you've not checked your balance yet, check it out. If you've got less than $10, chuck a bit more in so that you can compound it. If you've got $8, put another 2 in and then add that onto your package so that you're compounding. If you've got $10 or more, choose whether to compound it or whether to withdraw it. But you've got to do it before 11 o'clock tonight, London time. If you don't, you'll lose a day. Well, you'll lose a day on your compounding, but you'll lose a week on your withdrawal because they only withdraw once a week, and that's on Monday. And the cut-off time for that is 11 p.m. London time. If you've not got your withdrawal request in before that, it won't be paid tomorrow. If you've got it in before that, it will be paid tomorrow, whether it's a little bit or whether it's a lot. I mean, the guy that is our sponsor, Marcus, he's done extremely well. I mean, he's generated over $500,000 in less than 12 months with Vortic. And I think one of the paychecks he showed was he was withdrawing over $160,000 in a week. Not bad, is it? Okay, I'll be happy if we can get anywhere close to that in a year. Okay, but there we go. He's worked hard, but anybody can do it if you prepare to put in the work and the effort and the time and the dedication. Anybody can do it. He's no different than you or I. He puts trousers on one leg at a time, the same as we all do. Okay. It's there for anybody. Beyond Infinity paid today, but when I checked it, I realized that they hadn't paid it correctly. They paid only 4% on the BIG fund, and it should have been 5%. And I was about to get onto them and tell them that something was wrong when I saw a message from Victoria saying that she'd spotted it and she'd already contacted the IT team and they were putting it right. Before I came live, I got another message, or also another message on there saying that it was now corrected. And I've not been in to check it yet, but apparently it's all been corrected now. I don't think it'll make a massive difference to most people. Some people it won't have affected at all. Um, I think it was the fact that they base your percentage on your own personal balance in Beyond Infinity Gold, plus any referrals that you've got in Beyond Infinity Gold. And if that takes you, the combination of the two takes you up to another level, then that's what's happening. I don't think they were including the personal referrals balance. They were just doing it on your balance. So if you've not got any referrals, it won't have affected you. I don't think you will have been paid correctly. But if you've got referrals, it could well have affected you, and it did affect both our accounts. We've got two admin accounts in Beyond Infinity because we structured it that way to get a bit of leverage. So I've not been in and checked that yet. I did check on funds. I put in a withdrawal request a long time ago for $30 to check that I'd got the withdrawal thing set up correctly. It was when they just opened and they were having withdrawals. Since then, they've removed the option to withdraw, and even more recently, they removed my withdrawal request and put it back in. So I'm not sure what's happening with funds. They do have webinars where they go through everything. I don't have time to attend webinars. So if any of you guys get on the funds webinar and you know what's going on, a very, very short, brief information on that would be helpful for everybody, perhaps, to say what's going on with the withdrawals from not Beyond Infinity, from funds. Also, it appears that AAS, Afrique Arbitrage Systems is almost ready to start paying out again. It's been offline for a few months. They had somebody that was employed that stole millions of dollars. Whether or not that is the reason that they've been off for such a long time, trying to build that back up, they can't recover the money, or whether what's happening, I don't know. But they did have probably hundreds of millions of dollars in custody from their affiliates. They got a lot of members in there, and some of them I know had big balances, and there was a huge amount stolen. Now, whether that's been recovered or not, I don't know. Whether or not that affected well, I mean, it's bound to affect things, but they've been apparently rebuilding things. Now, whether that is a little bit of a cover up while they continue their arbitrage to recover funds so that they can get going again and have made up the amount that they've lost or close to it, or whether they've managed to get some of that back, I don't know. But apparently they are going to be starting in the near future again with withdrawal. I'm not sure whether they're allowing deposits at the moment, but you can look into your account, but there's nothing happening there. But that is something else that is in line to come back. Coin market ball looks like it's gone really, but you never know. Other than that, everything seems to be pretty good. ETF pools is sound, but it's difficult to compound in unless you're in either the compounding pool where your cash is tied up for 6 months, or whether you're in the flexi pool, which is really good because that compounds daily, and you also have access to your money, but that's $1,000. But you can't add in small amounts from outside from your cash into that. In any of them, you got to put in like $1,000 if you want to put more into people. You can't put it and make it 1,100 like that. And similarly with your compounding account, it's $349 minimum, and that's all you can put in. I've introduced some new plans which are paying out even higher rates, but once again, they're fairly expensive to get into, $600 or $1,000 or a couple of $1,000. I can't really remember the figures, but once again, they're not compounding. So, and you can't compound unless you've got enough to match the minimum deposit. So I think in time, maybe they'll change that, because I know they're going to be missing out on a lot of people that want the ability to compound, and they're going to say, well, okay, it pays me 2% or 2.5% a day or whatever it is, some of these really high paying ones. But unless you just want that 2.5% per day, and you put enough in to just get that, you're happy with that, that's not going to attract a lot of people, I think. But it is, I think, a very solid program. It is fairly transparent, very transparent. Okay, we've got Michael Lockhart in as well. Do you have any information on Passive? No, I don't. I've been on Passive for about 5 years, so with many other people. Not really got much idea what's going on there. I don't have time to get in there. They run webinars that last for 3 or 4 hours. What I suggest you do is log in and read the summary. They usually have somebody that writes a summary of the webinar. You can read that in a few minutes, rather than be on a webinar for 3 hours where they're all patting one another's backs and not paying anybody. So I don't have any information. I also need your wallet address put it in, Michael. I tried to pay you today from secondary staking, and there's still no wallet address there. So if you can put your wallet address into your back office, we can get you paid. That's your TRC20 wallet address, please. That pretty much covers it, actually. But there is one thing I'm going to tell you now. I'm going to have to take at least half a day off, because my garden is getting overgrown, brambles and things. I don't even get down there now because I just don't have the time. But Laura does. She gets down, and she loves to be down there, but it's a lot of work for her. But it's the borders are all getting overgrown, full of brambles. And I went down today because she cleared some stuff, and I just went down to get a fork so that I could pick up all the rubbish that she'd been putting and get it out of the way into the compost. And I couldn't get down the steps at the side of the house for plants and growth. You know, it's like a jungle trying to get down. When I did get down to the bottom to get in the door at the bottom where all the gardening stuff is, we've got a greenhouse there, and you can't get in the greenhouse because everything's just grown. It's like I say, it's like a jungle. Some of it's very pretty, you know, plants that are in flower and all sorts of stuff. But I'm going to have to take half a day off, maybe even a couple of half days off, just really get at it and then chop it all back. I did have it clear, and you could see the gate at the bottom. There's a gate at the bottom that goes down into the fish pond, and then beyond that you can get to the stream that's at the bottom of our garden. But you can't even see the gate again now. So I'm going to have to make time for that, but I will get everything else done that I need to do as well. Okay, where are we up to? That's it really. I don't have any more information for you with it being a Sunday. Let me check in the app and see if we've got anybody else in from YouTube or Twitch other than Lewis, who's in from Portugal, who's in very early as usual. I'm scrolling down. No, it looks like we haven't got anybody. There was one thing, what one of our members came up with, he reckons that we shouldn't have open withdrawals until we could just open it for everybody at the same time. That might not have happened ever. We have money to build those funds up, but would it be fair on people that were new coming in? Would it be fair on the people that want withdrawals now and are prepared to introduce somebody or put their hand in their pocket? I don't think so. But he said it caused confusion. Why? Basically, people have been asking when will withdrawals be open from the Wealth Builder? And the answer is on the 24th of July 2024. It's as simple as that. That's when it will be open for everybody that has been an active elite member for the 12 months between the 24th of July 2023 and the 24th of July 2024. That's when withdrawals will be opened, so everybody knows. But if you want to have withdrawals before that and you refer somebody that puts their hand in the pocket and becomes an active elite member qualified for withdrawals, whether they're a new member or an existing member, then you get withdrawals the same time as they do. They get after 1 full month. I don't think we can do it any better than that without having somebody throw $500,000 at us, which is what we would have needed to open it up for everybody now. We don't have that now. Okay, the future is looking rosy, and we should be really financially secure in another 12 to 18 months. In the meantime, we should be able to get a lot of people helped out that have helped us out with loans and nest eggs and this sort of thing. We can't make any promises on it until we get the cash coming in. Hopefully, before we have the cash coming in. Okay. When you last had a look at Atomic Wallet, I keep getting a blank screen. Is that? Let me get back into Facebook. Michael, when last you had a look at Atomic Wallet, I keep getting a blank screen. And I had a look at it earlier this morning. Let me just check it now. Oh, it's there and it's working. And I don't know why you're getting a blank screen. You shouldn't be getting one. It's there. If you've left it open, I'll tell you what sometimes happens. If you leave it open, it shuts you out. So you've got to close it, click the cross at the top right-hand corner, close it, and then reload it, open it up again, make sure you've got the link for it on your dashboard or somewhere, open it up again, and then log in again. That's perhaps what's happened for you. Okay. 12 to 18 months, ROI tips might have got moving by then. They'd better get moving a lot quicker than that. I know you're joking, Richard, but it isn't really a joke. But they'd better get moving next week on that. I don't know why there's such a delay, but I will be chasing them up as well, Richard. Okay. No joke. Okay. Right. So so that's where we are. And that's it until same time, same place tomorrow. I'll be back here, 7 p.m. London time, YouTube, Twitch, and in our Facebook group, We Share Abundance Publicly. Until then, get out there and be Weeds of Warriors, go the extra mile, help a few people out, talk to them about progressive passive income pools. It's a way forward. It's a way to hope for people. You know, people are living without hope. Let's bring hope into their lives. It's one of our main functions: peace, hope, harmony, and love. Okay, we can bring that hope back to them. They can start to see a bit of a light at the end of the tunnel. Keep working towards it. You've changed their life for the better. Okay, so get out there, be with the warriors, go that extra mile, and I'll see you all tomorrow. I love you all, and thank you all for watching and being here live, or whether you're watching the replay. You are equally valued. God bless you. And I'll see you later, alligator, in a wild crocodile. See you later, alligator. Always wear a smile. See you later, alligator. Go the extra